Alright, hello, welcome to my political life video blog. So, here's your worst nightmare. Did you want to know by now that Political Fact is a self-describing fact-checking website? Even, yeah, you guessed it, NPR. Yeah, could be, who admitted that it was biased. Because announcing that today who the 2017 lie of the year. Oh god, blame President Trump's statement. During this interview with NBC News, the liberal media bias pressure people buffoon Smurf, you guessed it, Lester Holt, that Russian election interference is just a stupid, idiotic, made-up story. Let's take for instance, Angie Holland is a politic fact editor, and she has to explain the decision to claiming that Trump continually asserts that Russia's meddling in the 2016 election is what? Yeah, that's right, fake news. You know why? Because it was a hoax. Or just a stupid, idiotic, made-up story that even then a widespread bipartisan evidence to, according to the contrary. This is what happens when the nation's commander-in-chief try to refuse to acknowledge a huge threat, to a democracy, because it makes it makes all the more difficult things in the world to address this whole problem. And for this reason that President Trump has to claim that the Russian interference is a hoax as our lie of the year for 2017. Now, this is for your information. Because President Trump said, you cannot, I don't care what I try to say, because I'm a conservative. Okay? Prove me wrong. I'm a conservative. I know the facts. I know what happens. But for this reason, because everyone knows that President Trump has to done his part to acknowledge that Russia plays the whole role in this election. Here's a question. Does PolitiFact have a history of bias? Well, guess what? The Political Fact has faced the whole accusations of bias. That's right, liberal media bias pressure people buffoons or up to no good. Well, guess what? Mostly selection bias. Intentionally choosing the true statements, for those no good for nothing, wascally Democratic buffoons. And and you know what the false statements is? By us Republicans. So that appears that Republicans, blame the Republicans, lied more than the other Democrats. Why? I have no objection whatsoever. Now, back in 2015, Holland wrote an op-ed. This is, you know what that means, from the New York Times. In it, she stated that we don't check absolutely everything a candidate says, but focus on what catches our eyes or ears, whatever it is, as a significant, newsworthy, or potentially influential. Because the ratings, the Nielsen ratings, television, whatever it is, are also not intended to be statistically represents, but it shows that the trending could be, over time. So here's why, Holland, just to add to this, Donald J. Trump's record on truth and accuracy is astonishingly poor. What? Yeah. So, we fact checked more than 70 Trump statements and be rated, rated fully three quarters of them, yeah, mostly false or, this is so childish. Childish. Does your kid say liar, liar, pants on fire? Well, there was no confronting bullies at school. School or anything else can be civilized. Any age about this one, because everybody knows that we reserve this designation could be a claim that it has not only inaccurate, but also, yes, ridiculous. Could be the whole multiple, but what about multiple news sources? Just reported about the website's connection to eBay. Founder, yeah, you guessed it. Everybody who donated Never Trump PAC between, yes, I cannot believe my eyes and ears, Clinton Foundation. Oh, really? Now, now, here's my purpose about this one. The Tampa Bay Times, which owns Political Fact, you should say Political Facts, to endorse 9, including, I try to keep my big mouth shut because you know why, because so no clue what those no good for nothing wascally Democratic buffoons are up to this time. So, this is going to be huge. Now, according to Vanity Fair website, because, it reveals back in 2013, a study for the Center for Media and Public Affairs at George Mason University, and it determines that that's right, us Republicans has been more dishonest, and based on this political fact, selective ratings, and according to this Vanity Fair website. You can check this out for yourself at vanityfair.com and see what was happening back in 2013. And you know why? Because it shows that the who bias selective of judgments against Republicans. So I'm not going to read all this. So I'll read it later on tonight on the Blaze Radio Network for this last segment of Wordplay Wednesday. I should say Wordplay Wednesdays. Now, can't be civilized about this one, but you have no idea whatsoever. Now, finally to wrap this up, Political Fact has defining, yes, you guessed it, fake news, just made up stupid idiotic stuff like CNN or Liberal or MSNBC or CBS or what have you. Because just made up stuff, because mastermindly, you guessed it, manipulated to, look like in credible journalistic reports. And they are just, just are easily spread online to larger audience, willing to believe that the fictions could spread the whole word. And that's why it is unclear how an organization decides for the lie of the if I were you, I would be in your shoes on a bet. Consider this itself unbiased at all, because doesn't act the judge. Which one of the whole statements is more in interest of, yes, the year? Could be required substantially and analyst, and that's why being judgment. In other words, question mark, bias. But I tell you what the other word is, because the moral of my political life video blog story is this. The website has been rewarded by the Pulitzer Prize back in 2009 for national reporting. reporting because I have no idea what could be. Yeah, fake news or anyone else could be civilized. Because like I said on my radio show years ago on Premier Radio Networks, because you know why? Because journalism is dead. And let me give you some statistics. You have no right to do this at all. Period. So I will analyze this later on tonight on Blaze Radio Network for Wordplay Wednesdays. I know finals week continues because doesn't get any better than this about this political fact and all this one. You know why? Because it has fake news. That's right. And political fact is right. Check this out for yourself. I'm not making this stuff. I'm not making this up. The fake news just make that stupid, idiotic thing up. This is such a strange way to save the world. Thank you for him. And that is my political life video blog story closed. I can see this message. Anyways, take two. That's my political life video blog story, and I'm sticking to it. See you tonight on the Blaze Radio Network, and find out what it is. The results is.